guys, welcome back to Gypsy's Creative Creations. My name is Stephanie and today I will be showing you 4 simple boho decors. So if you're new to my channel and love creative DIYs, please hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell, that way you get a notification every single time I upload. Also remember to share, comment down below. So what we're going to be doing first is a boho pillowcase. Now what you'll need is 2 of these mats, and I got 2 different kinds. This is just this plain simple one with no decoration on it at all, and then this one has like a little pattern on it, and I'm going to be using this one for the back purposes. For the reason being is if you see the pattern on the back, it has spacing here and then it has stitching, and then this one has stitching throughout. So I kind of want the stitching throughout, but I'm going to use this as the back piece. So we're just going to simply remove this part. We're also going to remove this part. So you'll also need some of these. These are new at the Dollar Tree. I've just seen them, so I grabbed a couple of them. They have this color, and then they also have some that have this color tassel on there. I also got these from the Dollar Tree about a year ago, and they're like to knit with in pink, and then here's a different color, purple. And you'll need 2 of these because you'll need 4 tassels, and they only have 3 tassels on this one. So first things first, we're not going to need this right now. What we're going to do is take this one. So you're only going to need the top one for right now. You'll also need some needles. You get this at the Family Dollar, the Dollar Tree. These are like fabric needles for carpet. It says upholstery, gloves, mattresses. We're going to just use the straight long one, and it has like a curved, let me see if I can show y'all. It has like a curved tip almost. So on the back part, if you take a look, all these are kind of raised just slightly, and what we're going to do is just weave this in between the back part. So you can start off with whatever color you want. So I'm going to start off with a purple. So what you're going to have to do is just run it through the needle just like that. Now if you don't have these, or they're not available at your Dollar Tree, you can easily just use the cotton twine. You could even use the jute twine to give it more of a natural look. I just kind of like these colors because they go with the pom-poms that I have. And of course you can make your own pom-poms with the white one and also the jute twine. So you can make your own pom-poms. You don't have to worry about, you know, having to have this particular color. So all you're going to do is simply just weave it in and out of the carpet on the back part, and then that just threads this through just like that. And this doesn't take a very long time, and of course you're going to space it out to whatever spacing you want. And once you get done with that, just take the needle off, and then you could run it down and just leave a little bit left over, and that's just to tie the tassels on there. And then you're going to rotate the colors. So you're just going to run this color through here just like that, and just pull it through. And it's quite easy because the needle hole is actually kind of rather large. And then you want to space it out so they're not bunched up on top of each other. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and weave this in and out, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I just rotated the colors, and this is more of a light purple than the pink than the dark purple, and I just did it again, and I left a space in between. So the next thing you're going to do is just take this one with the pattern, and we're just going to put this like this, and then we're going to use the hot glue gun. Now, when you're buying your rugs, you want to make sure that they're the same size, because there are some of them that are smaller than others, and if you just happen to just grab one, it's going to be uneven and they're not going to line up very well together. So next thing you're going to do is just take your hot glue, and we're going to go at the very top of the rug, and we're just going to line up the seams here and just kind of press down lightly. And you want to kind of peel back this part. Alright guys, so of course get your tassels, and there's several things that you can do. You can sew it on, you can glue them on, so either way you want to do it is completely up to you. I'm just going to glue it on just to save time. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue up here, and the reason I'm pushing it into the fabric is because the corner of the fabric has, or the corner of the rug has like a thick ball of, like, here, let me show y'all. It has like a thick ball of rug right there. So I'm just pushing them into that. And I am rotating colors as well. So the next thing you're going to want to do is just take a pillow that you're not using anymore and use the filling, or you could buy filling from the from Walmart if you want to do that. But I'm just going to use this pillow. I've had it for a really long time and I just don't use it anymore. And you just open the seam up like that and just take the stuffing out and restuff this pillow with that. Alright guys, so after you get done stuffing your pillow, you're going to take the hot glue and just run it again and close the little closing up. And you really want your closing just to be enough for your hand to fit through. And then we're just going to take this last pom-pom and stick it right here. Just a fun little boho colorful pillow to put on your bed or sofa. I thought it was pretty neat. So we're going to go on to our next project. So our next project is going to be one of these bigger pails that you get at the Dollar Tree. I found it all back there with the storage stuff. So you're also going to need some of this nautical rope. You're going to need 2 of those. And then you'll also need some keychains, so you'll need 2 of these. So the first things first, what we're going to do, we are actually going to first things first, we're going to take the end of the nautical rope and start lining it and wrapping it at the bottom of the pail. So we're just going to put a bead of hot glue. We're just going to line that up. Hey guys, so what I'm going to end up doing is cutting this little piece off and making the handle rope. I found out that these little clippers, it's in the garden section at the Dollar Tree. They work a whole lot better than regular scissors. So just going to try to line it up and cut it as flush as possible to the bucket. And you see how I'm wrapping it here? What I'm going to do is just take a line of hot glue and run upwards to where I just cut it off at, and then just run the rope this way. So I'm not going to cut the rope and just make the handle. I'm just going to attach the handle to the whole frame itself. And then of course you want to try to make the handle the same size on both sides. And this, I'm just eyeballing it. So again, we're just going to run the line of hot glue this way and just attach it that way. And then we're just gonna run the rest of the rope that way. And then that way it's not like a separate piece. It's like attached to the actual bucket itself like that. And I really like how this come out looking. So the next thing I'm gonna do, and it's just because I want it to match my pillow, I'm gonna use some of the same little thread that I used for the pillow and just go around it, just like this, to give it just a little bit of color. And I'm gonna use not only the pink, but I'm also gonna use the purple. So I'm probably gonna start off with the purple and then the pink and then the purple again. And you can either hot glue this on or just tie it on. I'm just gonna tie it on because the actual rope is actually gripping this and like it's not gonna come loose. But now you can hot glue it if you want to. It's completely up to you. And of course you could change the colors out. You could do white or more of a neutral color. I actually like the whole bohemian, real bright colors, and just I like it looking like that. See? And that's how it come out looking. So next thing I'm gonna use are these little pom-poms that come in this. I'm just gonna use one of the pom-poms. So you're just gonna unattach it with the beads and everything, just like that. And I'm just gonna use one of the little purple ones, purple strings, just like that. And we're just gonna tie it on. And I know people mostly like their stuff a lot neutral than this, but I like a little color, especially since it's fixing to be summertime. And we're just gonna cut the excess off, and then that's how it's going to look with a little tassel on the side. Now you could add 1 or 2 tassels, or you could add some little pom-poms down in here, and it's completely on how you're wanting it to look. Like these, I'm just gonna cut these down to size like that, so it's not too fluffy. And this is how it came out looking. Super cute, real boho-ish. And I even like the gray part up here. It kind of just goes with the little room that I have, because I do have a lot of gray and purples and pinks and peaches in my bedroom to go along with this little bucket. So I'm gonna put that off to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and start on the third one. All right guys, for the third project, you're going to need these cactuses. And these are from the Dollar Tree. They're $1 a stem, and you can get as many or whatever kind you want. I just grabbed a good amount of them. What you're also going to need is one of these heads. Now I know everybody has seen these if your daughter doesn't have one, or you could always go to a thrift shop. I actually bought this one for 75 cents at a thrift shop. And you're going to need one of these. You're also going to either need Waverly's chalk paint, or you're going to need apple barrel. So it's completely up to you which one you want to use. Of course, you'll need a paintbrush. You'll need some foam. You'll need some foam. You'll need something to cut her hairline with. So either one of these little knives. You can either use a razor blade, a pair of scissors. Well, not really a pair of scissors, because you need something to go through here. A box cutter would go through there. What we're going to do is we're actually going to cut her hairline right along here. And I might even heat it up with the heat gun to see how it goes. So we're going to cut her hairline first before we do anything else. So what I'm going to do is try to heat it up to make the plastic get soft. And the reason that you want to do this is because it helps your blade go through easier. And guys, with this, you really want to take your time. Don't be in a rush, because that's how you get hurt. Alright guys, so once you make a little cut with your razor blade, You're gonna take this from the Dollar Tree. You find this in the garden section. I love these little clippers, and I have several of them, so when I mess them up, I just chuck it away, but they're really good to cut into tough material. So once you make your little cut with your incision, you wanna press that in there, just like that, and just start cutting. And it actually cuts really easy with this little clipper. It cuts really nice into the plastic, and it's not as dangerous as using a box cutter or a razor blade. So you just want to go along the hairline and just cut it. And try to leave her ear, even if you have to go around it with a box cutter. You really don't want to cut the ear off. Alright guys, so I have cut her head off, pretty much. And a lot of y'all are like, what are you going to do with this? Well, you can keep it and make gnomes with it. You can do other projects with it. You don't have to throw it away. You can use it for another craft project. So we're just going to use the chalk, the apple barrel chalk. It's what I have on hand. And then just a regular sponge from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to paint her white. Now, of course, you can paint this any color that you want to match your decor. Alright guys, so now that it's dry, you usually want to put something around the rim. You can make decorations with chalk and let it dry and then just paint it over white. Or you could use some foliage and just hot glue it around it. And I think that's what I'm going to go with because I really like this greenery that the Dollar Tree has. They look like little dimes or something. So what I'm going to do is just run a bead of hot glue right here and just come down, and I'm just going to add these just like that. Now like I said, you could use the chalk, this corking, all-purpose corking, and you could just go around the beginning. If you know how to make like cupcake patterns and stuff like that, it's the same technique you would use to make the hair line on this. But I kind of like this idea better, so I'm going to go with this. So guys, when you're doing this, you really want to cut this end off and just cut it off at the base right there. And then after I put in the plants in the inside, I'm going to see how it looks before I add any to the back. That's how it looks. Kind of like a little Roman god there. Like I said, you could use the caulking and make it a different design, or you could add pearls or any type of gemstones that you want to right there. So the next thing you're going to do, just get you a piece of foam. And this is one of those block foams. You could use a round foam. It's completely up to you. This is just what I have on hand. I'm trying to not go to the store unless it's necessary, so I'm going to use whatever I have before I ever go back to the store right now. And you're going to shove that down in there as far as it'll go. We're going to start adding our little picks. So I really don't have any rhyme or reason of how I put these in. Just put them in and see how it looks, and then go from there. And this is how it's starting to look so far. See how cute it is? Now if you have real succulents, you could probably get one of those little flower pots from the Dollar Tree and put it in there. Just make sure that you're secure with E6000 and not hot glue. And just put your succulents in this. That's super cute. But now you see how the back looks, so we're going to fill up the back. And I probably am going to put this greenery around the back. Alright guys, so this is how it come out looking. So I did go around the whole entire head with this foliage. I just think it gives it a fuller look. I think it's really super cute. Like I said, if you wanted to put real succulents on here, you could just switch this out for a flower pot instead of the styrofoam. Make sure that you use E6000 to secure it. Glue it on the bottom. And then that way you could fill it up with dirt and put real succulents in it. I just really like this and how it came out. It came out a whole lot cuter than I thought it was going to. So yeah, onward to the next project. Hey guys, for the next project I am going to make a simple pillow. I've seen these bandanas at the Dollar Tree and I just think they're really freaking cute, and they come in multiple colors, and I picked these up before everybody started closing down early, but they come in a pack of 2 and they're really pretty boho colors. Like, they're real bright and beautiful, and they come in multiple colors. And of course I've got like all the colors that they carry because I love them so much and I could use them for different things. So yeah, I loved it so much I got literally all the colors that they had available in my store. As you can tell, they had a wide variety of colors. So I'm going to make a pillow with it. I'm also going to make it with some tassels because I think these are super cute. If y'all have not seen these in your local store, they're a keychain, but I just love the color of the tassels so much that I grabbed a couple of those. So I think what I'm going to do, because my room is mostly peach and like an aqua color, I don't know if I should go, and it has pink as well and gray. So I don't know if I should do the light or the peach and the dark. I think I like the light peach. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with these 2 colors. And we're just gonna make a pillow. So what we're gonna do is just turn this inside out where you see the tag at. And we're just going to hot glue it down. Now try to remember these are bandanas, so they're a whole lot thinner than the rugs. So you're gonna see the hot glue on this side, which is fine because I'm gonna add like a little extra little decorative thing up here. You can also sew this if you want to. That way you don't have to worry about that bleeding through. But if you do use the lighter colors, it is going to somewhat bleed through. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these together and then we're gonna go from there, okay? I'll be right back. Alright guys, now that it's hot glued, what I did is I left one side open here. And the reason being is that I have a pillow that is the same size as this. So what I'm gonna do is just simply take the pillow and put it over and just pretty much kind of like a pillowcase, just shove this pillow inside of this pillowcase. Now see how nice that fit in there without me having to just restuff it. It's a really pretty color, 2-sided pillow. So the next thing you're gonna do is just seam this up with hot glue. Alright guys, as you can tell, it's a 2-tone pillow. Super freaking cute. I love it. You could just stuff your other pillow in it and it fits perfect. Alright guys, so I'm going to use the larger pom-pom instead of the smaller one, and I'll show you the size difference. So here's the big one and then here's a smaller one. And because this is a bigger pillow, I'm really wanting you to use the larger one. Now what I did with the keychain is I just took off 2 of the smaller ones to make just one whole big one. So just pick whatever colors you're wanting to be on the pom-pom. What I'm going to do is use the big needle that I used on the first pillow, and I'm going to thread it onto the corners, and I'm going to be using this to thread it with. You can use regular string, you don't have to use this. I'm just using it as an extra decorative step. So you're just going to go right through, go over here so you can see it. You're just going to go right through the fabric, and then you're going to have the beads attached right there, and then you're just going to come right through like that, and then that way you could actually just tie it off. So I'm going to try to use the end of the material here. So then you're just going to take this, just cut it off, and And there you go. You got your little tassel at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other 4 corners and I'll be right back. So just a really quick tip. So when you find the tassel that you're wanting, to get the plastic part off, you're gonna use one of these little garden scissors. And you're gonna cut here, and then you're gonna go back and cut another little notch. That way you're not forcing it through the crack, and just pull it off. And guys, here's another quick tip. These things are held together with these little metal little rings. You could take the same garden scissors, just stick it in there and twist it just to be able to pop it off. Alright guys, so this is the final and the results of it. As you can tell, pink, and the tassels are really cute, and that big old needle runs through this stuff like it's nothing. And I was gonna add some extra embellishment on the ends, but it really doesn't look that bad as far as the seam goes. I was gonna add like a black seam on there, but I think it would take away from the actual pillow itself, so I'm not gonna do that. It came out looking better than I thought, and it's actually quite large of a pillow. That's why I used my old pillow, because it literally like fits in there. It's so super cute, and then the ends I just love. So yeah, I'm gonna go on to the last and final boho look, so just stay tuned. So for the 5th and final boho look, you're gonna need 2 of the carpets again. These have patterns. I think I prefer the ones without patterns, but we're just gonna use this because this is the only thing I have right now. I don't have the plain ones. So you're also going to need some more of these pom-poms. Or you can make your pom-poms. It's quite easy to make. There's tons of tutorials online on how to make the pom-poms. I'm also going to use probably the pink, dark purple, and light purple again. You don't have to use these colors. So you can use the white cotton twine or just the regular jute twine and use that for a more natural look. I'm going with this because I have used this a lot. And this is going to be a table runner. So what you're going to do, first of all, is cut off these tags because you will not need them. We're not using this side. We're going to use the opposite side. And you're also going to cut these tags off, or you can just pull them off. They come off real easy. You're also going to need that large needle again, your fabric needle. You get that at the Dollar Tree. If the Dollar Tree does not have it, the Family Dollar does, and so does Dollar General. So what you're going to do is just line these up to make a table runner. So, and then you're gonna have to hem it. You can probably hot glue it, but it's going to overlap some. So it's completely up to what you have. So if you have fabric glue, you could fabric glue it on there. Just you have to layer it on top like this. You could sew it like this as well. You could use the needle to do it. You could also use hot glue. So it's all in what preference you're wanting to do it. I think for video purposes, I'm probably just going to hot glue it. So you want to get as close to the end as possible. Line up the edges there as close as possible. And like I said, if you want more of a permanent hold, you're gonna have to use fabric. You're gonna have to use fabric glue, or you're going to have to use or stitch it with hand sew it, or you're gonna have to sew it together with your sewing machine if you have a sewing machine. If not, you're gonna have to hand stitch it for it to be more of a permanent hold. Hot glue, it's not really a permanent thing, but y'all know I repurpose a lot of stuff, a lot of material on this channel. So if I like how it turns out, I'm probably gonna make it more permanent than what it is right now. But for video purposes, this is what I'm going to use. So we're gonna start off with the purple. And like I said, y'all don't have to use bright colors. You can use white jute twine. The Dollar Tree has it, white cotton twine. They also have jute twine if you want to use more of a natural color for it. I was actually trying to look for some black cotton thread. And I remember that they had some, but they currently do not have any at the Dollar Tree the last time that I went. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make straight lines going up, and then I'm going to make another line going this way, and then I'm going to go on this side and make two stripes, and I'm going to leave, I might do like a little pattern in the middle of these squares. As you can tell, this is all plain, so I'm going to leave it plain. Now if you were to get the one that did not have a design on the back, this whole thing is covered with these stitches and you wouldn't have to worry about that. But we're gonna make it like this, and you're gonna go inside the loops, and if you could tell, those are the loops there. So we're just gonna weave in and out of those loops to thread the color in. Now you can do this with any colors that you have, completely optional. And I'm just weaving in and out of every other pattern here. Alright guys, as you can tell, I have the outside line done in purple, and now I'm going to go into the inside line with the pink. And just a little tip, the needle itself is curved to point upwards. You're going to want to loop it from the top and then go down, and then just kind of go every other stitch. And the reason that you're wanting to do this is that these little hoops will actually untether from itself, and if you go from the bottom, they seem to pull loose really easily. So you kind of just want to loop it from the top and run it through that way. That way it doesn't untether from itself. And another thing is that you want to go ahead and unravel this some. That way when you're pulling it through, it doesn't pop these little stitches loose as well. That's another tip, because it will pop them loose. They're not on there very well, but if you thread it the way that I'm telling you to, that way they don't come loose on their own, then you shouldn't have a problem with them coming loose. Alright guys, so we're almost done with the table runner. What I'm going to do is add this darker purple going this way, and I'm not really going to put anything on the center. So we're just going to thread our string through, and we're going to do a side stitch. Alright guys, so I'm going to use the darker purple and just go along this stitch in the bottom to give it a little bit more of a different look. That, and I also wanted to add some side tassels. I thought that would be cute. So just run it through. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch this through, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so what you're wanting to do is attach the tassels to the ends of the strings. My hooks are open on these. I don't know if you can quite see that, but they are open. So what you're going to want to do is just simply hook it. So you're probably going to get a pair of pliers just to make sure that the ends are closed like that. And you can get a pair of pliers at the Dollar Tree as well. And then you're going to want to double knot these just so they don't come off. Take the excess string off, and there you go, you got tassels. Alright guys, so here it is. It's the finished product, and of course it folds out to make a longer table runner. And this is this end with the tassels on it, and this is the tassels on this end. And of course they don't have to match, because you know, boho, you can have multiple colors together and it kind of just all runs together really well. And in the video I'll show you how it looks on an actual table, along with all the other 4 projects that I made that all kind of go together with the same color scheme. So yeah, if y'all like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and comment down below. If y'all would like to support my channel, please check out all my affiliate links. Also check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. All that'll be linked down in the description box down below. So thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a blessed day.